So you should have a little box that pops up to say I'm recording.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you happy with everything?
All good.
Good. Okay. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Garmin off and move my phone onto something that doesn't vibrate so that we don't get that happening in the background. Okay. Welcome to Strings to Your Bow. Hi there, I'm Chloe Weatherhead, your host and the proud owner of Andy Armo Business Assistants. This is a podcast where we explore how life's experiences shape our skills, the strings we add to our bows, and how those skills become superpowers in business. Today's guest is David Robertson, marketing mentor and local SEO specialist. David is a marketing professional with a laser focus on search engine optimization and local search marketing, helping businesses get found right when it matters most. Whether it's Google Maps listings, blog posts, or optimized web pages that turn clicks into customers, David is your go-to guy for visibility. With a clever mix of creativity, data, and cutting-edge AI tools, David boasts search rankings without ever sacrificing quality, meaning that all-important human connection. His mission? To keep his clients one step ahead in today's fast-paced digital world. So let's dive into David's story and find out what experiences helped shape his marketing magic. David, welcome to the show.
Hi, Chloe.
Why don't you start by telling a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so oh, crikey, I don't really know what to say. So yeah, you've done a really good introduction actually. So that's work-wise. I suppose as a hobby, well, actually, work is a bit of a hobby for me because actually I'm quite competitive. So I play squash, I go running. I've actually just joined the gym as well. So I'm a bit of a health freak.
Yeah. And you were just talking about park run as well. So you're a park
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
obsessive, is that right?
Well, I do. I like Cliff Castle in Keighley. There's a hill you got to go up 3 times, and it's an absolute killer. And but it's a good laugh though, you know. And there's people walk with their dogs as well, you know, but
Yeah.
blinking getting away.
Yeah, but
Not
it's
that
a
I'm very
really nice
fast,
environment. It's a really nice environment at
but
park run.
I am competitive, and I have I'm always trying to beat my best time. So yeah, wherever I go, I try to do a park run somewhere. It's a good laugh, you know, and you get to meet loads of different people and chat and everything. So
Yeah, there's a whole community around it, and it's growing all the time. It's really inclusive.
yeah, it's all over the world. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do. It's what I enjoy. You know, I do guided walks over Haworth Moor as well. I recently took people from the US, had a couple from Spain recently, and no, it's been good. You know, so I get bookings for that as well. So I actually get paid for going for a walk, which is quite nice.
That's like the perfect job.
I once had 20-year-old students, and I pretended I had a gun in my rucksack because there were wolves roaming over the moor. I gave them what they want. They just want the story. They won't get off the bus there initially. So come on, guys, I'm only playing.
I'm not sure what to say about that, to be honest. But like,
They were from Texas as well. I thought they'd be, you know, have loads of guns and everything themselves. You know, I don't know.
Sweeping generalization. So
I know.
I'm going to move on to the questions now. SEO, Google Maps, blogs, things like
Yeah.
that. In the grand scheme of things, they are relatively new requirements of businesses. So I'm really interested to know how you got into that and sort of who your role models were growing up and how they've influenced your approach to business, your practices, your ethics, things like that.
I think the start of my digital world is when I joined the Air Force. I was digital market. I wasn't that. I used to work on Tornado jets when they were brand new, and then I specialised in the missile management system in the workshops, and
Right.
so we used to make modifications to them and follow digital links and you know or just repair everything.
Yeah.
So, but that was a long, long time ago, and I've had so many jobs since, and but I decided to go, you know, on my own,
Yeah.
And but yeah, I used to work in dentistry and everything. So COVID got me out of that, thank goodness. I did 4 years. I could, oh crikey, it's like, so it's 28,000 products, and but yeah, so I know a bit about dentistry, but yeah, I wouldn't do that again permanently anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
the so Google, I really enjoy it because it's I want my clients to win as well. So I talked about running and squash and everything like that. So I want to sort of transfer that. So I do tons of research, and I want to empower as well. So I teach everybody how to do it as much as I possibly can, but they don't actually realize how much is involved. Even things like Google Maps or Google Business Profiles. I actually have a flyer with 20 top tips. I give those away all the time,
Yeah.
and they can be downloaded from the homepage of my website as well. So I try to give everything away. But the thing is, a bit like, your work, I suppose, people don't always have time. And
Yeah.
that's where I come in. So I just do everything for them. Try to keep them informed. Try to I do send reports and prove that it actually works
Yeah.
if you get it right.
Yeah.
So I've just picked up a new client yesterday, in fact. So I'm just been onboarding them today, which is quite
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do that. So I think when I was a little lad, I was a scruffy little urchin, and we used to cut up logs, and we made a little cart, and we used to go around selling logs to the neighbours, and so that was the start of me making money. It was only a pound a bag, I think it was, at that time. There were notes in those days, not coins.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I suppose my mum inspired me to start all of this, and
Okay.
just to get me out of the house, really, more than anything, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, she used to collect Green Shield stamps. I don't know if anybody remembers those
I
as
remember
well.
them. Yeah.
But no, I used to help her out and do whatever I can. But I was a bit rubbish as a son, really. I didn't really do much. I'm being honest, but you don't really think about things like that when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So my mum's still around, bless her. She has a carer now, so she's my inspiration. I talk to her at least 2 or 3 times a week, but yeah, and I miss her as well because she's quite far away from where I am at the moment. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And so going from working sort of RAF and fighter jets and things like that through dentistry to SEO and Google, that's quite a squiggly career path. Have there been some defining moments in your
yeah.
personal life
Well,
or in your professional life, and do you think that's sort of played a significant role in how you've got to where you are?
well, I mean, playing team sports when I was a kid was was a big thing for me, and but so that took me on to sort of learning about leadership and working with others as well. So I actually ran a business center in Bradford and had an agency there as well, and I won a quite a major tender with the economic development team of the council, and that lasted for about 2 years,
Right.
and it was really changing people's lives, and I absolutely loved it. And we used to meet the heads of department every month. So I ran events to engage with businesses. But once you understand about the families, you throw everything at them. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody speaks with you know, not everybody speaks the truth. Let me be very polite. So you had to sort of filter quite a few people there. But no, I really enjoyed it. So, but the that's a long haul task,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? It's like any city. It's ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed they're on the way up. I went to the Odeon the other day. I was part of Bradford Live,
Yeah.
so raised some of the money for that. So that was good, and let's fingers crossed they're going to get some well-paid jobs coming over the next few
Yeah.
years. That's what it needs. So, but yeah, so I that was the biggest project that I've ever won,
Yeah.
and probably my proudest professional time.
Yeah.
changing people's lives.
Yeah. And have you had to has there been challenges in your life, sort of personal adversity, and do you
Oh,
think you've learned from those and brought it into what you do now? Because you've spoken quite a lot about helping people and trying to support people, and you really like competition. It sounds like you've
yeah.
faced things and come through them.
If I talk about Bradford, it was I like the underdog.
Yeah.
I actually chaired Destination Bradford, which was to win conferencing work, business to business. So we were
Okay.
competing against Leeds and Manchester. And I used to tell Manchester people that we built the M606 so they could get into Bradford easy. And my Leeds friends, we used to let them. I used to say, "Well, you can use our airport; it's absolutely fine." And so yeah, had lots of fun with that. But the I forgot what the question was now. Oh yeah, the Bradford. That was actually I have forgot the question. Can you repeat it?
So, I was just saying, have you had personal adversities or
Oh
challenges
yeah.
that you've learned from and brought into what you do
Yeah.
now?
Well, we were doing really, really well. We had 20 offices to let, and we had a bar and all kinds of things. We opened up in the evenings for events as well. And the city sort of died on us really.
Oh,
And sort of when people stop coming into the city, it's quite difficult to
yeah,
to do anything yourself. So some of the companies, we got hit eventually by the big crash. Well, our customers did as well. So we had
yeah,
to reinvent ourselves all the time, remodel, look for different income streams.
yeah,
At the same time, I had to carry on bringing up my boys by myself.
right,
My business partner at the same time set up another company without me knowing.
oh gosh,
And so whether it was at work or even at home, I was jumping through hoops all the time.
yeah,
And so that was quite a difficult, really, really difficult time, having three young lads. And at one time they went to three different schools. So you know how you actually do juggle as well, by the way. But you got, as I was juggling boys, it's like, which one do I love most? I actually did fire. I worked for I volunteered for a kids charity as well. I used to teach fire walking.
did
So in pubs and
you?
community centres in Bradford as well. Yeah, well, all around West Yorkshire.
Yeah,
So yeah, so that time was really, really difficult.
yeah,
And but come out of it. And I mean, a good friend of mine, she calls me Smiley Day in her phone. She's it's calls me Smiley David. So you just have to get on, don't you?
yeah,
And but yeah, I remember how low I was at one point.
yeah,
And but no, you just got to crack on, haven't you? And just trying to find a way. And I have my mantra is you know all is ready if the mind be so. And that's taken from Henry V, Shakespeare, not
right,
not literary or anything like that. But I do tell the story about the Brontes, by the way, when I go on guided walks. But yeah, so basically, if you've got the right mindset, you've got the right attitude, and you give, it's good to take, isn't it? But
yeah,
it's good to give. It comes back, and doors open for
yeah,
and that's what that's all about, really. I do my best to keep a smile. I do enjoy meeting all the characters on the journey, though.
yeah. I
But you
think
learn from everything, don't you?
yeah, you do, and people often look at others and think they've got it easy compared to how their
Yeah,
life is, or they look
yeah,
at business owners
yeah.
and think, oh, everything's going really well for them, and they don't recognize the swan that's sort of gliding along with the legs paddling furiously under the water, and that's what business is a lot of the time.
Exactly. You always think that they have it easy. They're always happy. They've got it, smooth. But until you actually get close,
Yeah,
and part of my consultancy is talking about family because
yeah,
some people don't want to grow. You know, I don't want to employ anybody again. I've done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so you just want to have a good life. You know, once you understand that where people are, you can then plan from that point really. So, but yeah, there's lots to life that I still want to do. I've still got
Yeah.
loads of challenges, and you know, I want to go exploring. That's why I don't have a dog.
I want to go exploring. That's why I do have
and
a dog.
and the boys have disappeared as well, so that's really good as well. So I have that freedom now. So
Yeah.
yeah, and no, I'm just enjoying life now. So that's good. So yeah, and I've got a passport as well, which is great. I'm going to
Yeah.
start using it more.
And you mentioned that you used to employ people. How do you think your personal experiences and your experiences in your sort of squiggly career, how did you bring that into your role as a leader for those individuals?
I think laying down expectations early on is really
Yeah.
important. However, it depends who you get. So you're constantly managing them.
Mm.
Agony aunt, agony uncle, you know, everything. And when you've got your own issues, you can do without them, really.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I just think, you know, sometimes people don't commit as much as obviously, you know, it was my business, or you know, as a partner in that, and you know, people won't commit, I suppose, as much passion and as enthusiasm as you do as an employer. So I know what it's like on the other side. And
Yeah.
but you know, I don't think I've ever been like that. I think everything I've done, I've just thrown myself at it,
Yeah.
you know, because you know, people paying people's wages. I think that's, you know, that's it's tough for some, you know, and I think, you know, you should do what you can to help, you know,
Yeah.
but you have to go
Yeah.
through the experience. I think, you know, definitely recommend people to employ people just as a learning exercise. Do it for 6 months.
Yeah. Then don't do it again.
Well, you know, I think we had at one point about 7 people, something like that. So it wasn't a massive business, but you know, we had
Yeah.
different income streams that we had to develop and different times. And but no, it's good. It was, you know, we got on well with everybody, but you just have to find those income streams to and secure them.
Yeah.
So, and people have different skills and different issues as well, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of my strengths is, you know, I'm pretty I've got quite a few skills, you know, so it's and so I can sort of turn my hand to quite a few things, and you know, I don't get stressed over problems now, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and actually one of the things I've learned is to say no, you know, just to take everything on, you know,
Yeah.
because I can do it, you know.
Yeah.
And like charities as well. I've done so much work locally, set up a parish council, village design statement, community newsletter. You know, it just eats all of your time. You know,
Yeah.
so I've done that really. I'll help out wherever I can, but you know, learning to say no, I think, is very politely is really important for your business and for you personally. So, you know, I've got other interests I want to do now. So,
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask you one more question. It's quite a big one.
go
So
on.
if someone said to you, I'm I'm thinking of becoming self-employed, or I'm thinking of setting up a business,
Yep.
what would your advice be to them?
It's going to sound really dull, this, but actually just be a really, really, really good person, you know,
Yeah.
because otherwise people won't want to work with you. You know,
Yeah.
no matter how good your product or service is, you know, if you're a div, you know, you know, people are going to keep a distance from you. So I surround myself with good people.
Yeah.
These sort of networking groups and everything that we have, you
Yeah.
know, it's you know, and I do those online as well. So, but yeah, when I was a mentor at the university as well, and you know, that was, you know, so that was always my first advice: surround yourself with good people, you know, and you know, keep your overheads down, you know, just just don't go too giddy. It's just because you've
Yeah.
got a pot of money, you know.
Yeah.
Not initially, but I was high growth advisor as well for various projects as well. So, and I had 60 people in a room, so they were all, they're all investing a lot of money,
Yeah.
So I used to control those guys, every month. It was like a ringmaster for 60 people, 60 high growth companies. And so that was really good. I actually did have a whip, I promise. you know okay, this is what we're gonna do, guys. I've done all kinds of daft stuff. So yeah, but do go for it, and don't worry about failure. That's the biggest thing as well. If you mess something up, um, get back on your horse. I think there's me and my whip and my Texans, and
Yeah.
no, don't worry about it. Because you're gonna mess up loads of times. Don't worry about it. It's great. And let's face it, as all the gurus tell you, there are stages to success, and all of that, all of that is failure, little
Yeah.
by little, you need to fail, keep failing, because you won't get ripped off quite so many times next time, and you put your systems
Yeah.
in place. So if you want to grow, you need your systems, which is really dull, but you need to generate that income. If you're complaining about both, you've got it right.
Yeah.
You need these systems. You need a virtual assistant, Chloe, don't you?
You do. You need someone to take the load so that you can concentrate on what you're good at.
You need your systems, and you need to get the cash in the business as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
And that means working late sometimes,
Yeah.
And I don't think setting up a business is for everybody.
No.
People can do it, but whether they should is another question.
Yeah. I think you need a huge amount of determination and resilience to be able to do it, and you just need to be able to get up every day and try again.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to cope, because it's never going to be straightforward. So if you think it's going to be straightforward, it's that saying, isn't it? It takes a huge amount of time to be an overnight success.
Yeah. I
It's
used to get
true.
sent 60-page business plans, and I'd send them back and say, no, give me 4 and
Yeah.
put some numbers in it, please.
Yeah.
You don't need 60-page business plan, 4 pages with numbers.
Yeah.
If there's any advice, just put it on paper, then go away for a week, come back and look at it.
Yeah. Got to be really focused.
Be completely focused. Don't try to plan for 5 years,
Yeah.
because everything, nothing, just do 12 months, 18 months.
Yeah. I think
So it never goes to the
doing
plan
any more
anyway.
than 6 months, you're not really
exactly.
counting for change.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you,
All
David.
right.
I'm going to launch into the conclusion. So that's a wrap for today's episode of Strings to Your Bow. We've explored how David's personal resilience, competitive spirit, and adaptability have shaped his approach to both marketing and business. From overcoming challenges to embracing change, it's clear that life's experiences have helped David carve out a niche as a results-driven, human-centered SEO expert. Whether it's optimizing Google Maps or creating content that connects, David's unique blend of technical know-how and empathy really is his superpower. If you're a business owner looking to be seen, found, and remembered, David's story is a great reminder of who you are matters just as much as what you do. So thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories, share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, and follow us on social for updates, behind the scenes, and bonus content. David, before I finish, is there anything that you want to plug?
Nothing I want to plug really. Just the web address is blueskyseo.co.uk, because the sun's always shining and the sky is always blue above me. A cheesy ending.
Yeah, so until next time, keep adding strings to your bow. Perfect, we're done.